There's your extra cash back. Thank you. And hold on, you guys. Oh my God, these guys are gonna rush. All right, how we doing, guys? Good. So we are live. So these guys, Eric and Mikey B, are playing Predator Pro style event with the 2 races to 4. If there's a tie after the second set, they will do a spot shot shootout until they come up with a winner. So should be a fun match. They are playing it under 9 ball though, not 10 ball. And and they're playing cheap. All right. Well, there's some people out there. Is the chat working? Everything up and running? Can you guys hear me? All right, Harry. Thank you for chiming in. Now I know at least the voice is going out. So yeah, so here we are. Like I said, race 2, 4. Predator Pro Series style. 2 races to 4. If they're tied at the end of that, then they'll go into a spot shot shootout to determine who their winner is. So should be for a fun night. I think it's going to be a fun night. Hopefully you guys think it's a fun night, but we'll find out. Heck. All right. Is anybody watching this thing on Facebook? Oh, there we go. All right. All right. So how is everybody doing tonight? All right. Good evening, Gerard. Long time no talk. How are you, my friend? Gonna get a roll. Gonna not get a roll. So, day one of the Moscone Cup was not too fun. I don't know if anybody else is watching. Um, it's a wee bit on the heartbreaking side. But it's day one, so they can come back strong tomorrow and tie it up. But today certainly did not go as Team USA had planned. So it was a rough day. No. Yeah, but I will say, like I just said, this is kind of the way the U.S. So Europe started the way the U.S. did last year, and we all saw what ended up happening in the end. So kind of hoping that some fortunes change up a little bit and things become a little more competitive tomorrow. We'll find out. At the Mosconi Cup? Mosconi Cup, no, they are playing on a Rason. Yeah, it's possible. It's hard to say. I mean, Filler beat Tyler 5-0. Played pretty much flawless. So yeah, the Rasons are great tables. Super, super nice. Harry, I used to agree. Um, but I think it was always more to it than that. He does struggle every Mosconi Cup, but I think for a lot of years it was more about the feeling like he had to be the one to carry the team. Um, that he was the man and had to shoulder everything on himself. And I think this year, Skyler has definitely changed his tone and how he's playing in the Mosconi Cup. Of course, not today. None of them played well. Hello, Audra. And then having Fedor there, kind of, Shane doesn't need to feel like he's the only one out there that can do anything. So I don't know. You could be right, but I don't think that's, like I said, I don't think it's the noise. I agree, and that's what I thought was going to happen. Um, but it didn't pan out that way today. But I think it will. I think eventually it's going to definitely have a little. So there's a Fargo's for you. Papa Swish, 465 for Baisden, 412 for Angelo. But yeah, today was a rough day for the Americans. Nobody took any pressure off of anybody. Um, they had zero answers today for anything. Well, unfortunately, that is kind of where we have ended up with pool in America. Yeah, they're playing very cheap tonight. One of those things that that happens, which is fine. They wanted to play. They're not. Some people are on a fixed income. Things kind of go that route where they have to plan their priorities. So, Harry, I know you're pretty new to the stream, and we've had these conversations on the stream before. Here's my take on Jason Shaw and the way he acts during his matches and whatnot. That sells matches. That makes people want to watch. You get that good guy, bad guy thing going. It's the professional wrestling. It's the Conor McGregors. You're creating that desire to make people want to watch, good versus evil stuff. And I think that's the part that Jason plays. And it's easy for him because the crowd plays back with him and they give it back. So he's able to take that and use that. And that's what it is. That's what I feel. The way I feel about the whole thing is I think a lot of what we're seeing out of him is just him playing to the crowd and playing that good guy, bad guy vibe thingy going on. So my 2 cents, take it for what it's worth. So yeah, but yeah, the whole Mosconi Cup thing today sucked. So, well, shit happens. Huh? Oh, who knows? I'm sure somebody said something. It's just like Harry last year with the animosity between him and Earl. I know when Jason first when Jason first came to the US, he stayed with Earl for a while. He lived with Earl. Hence why I say a lot of what he's doing is just to play that good guy, bad guy thing. Because I know Earl and Jason are friends. As far as Jason and SVB, I think they've got that super professional rivalry thing going on, which is great. Yeah. And then you got guys like Al Katie and FSR that are just super polite, super nice guys, play great. They just don't play into a whole lot of that other crap. So I don't know. Like I said, it does. There's all kinds of characters on every level of everything we ever watch and whatnot, and it just makes it fun. Hello. Yep. I agree, Gerard. Love all the different characters, but again, if it's all one-sided and there's no contrast in the characters, it just kind of, it is what it is. It kind of takes a level of fun out of it, that you have to have the contrast. You have to have the good guys. You have to have the bad guys. You want to have people that you want to root for to lose. And it's really hard to root for people like FSR and Dave Alcady. It's hard to root for those guys to lose because of how genuinely nice they are. Same with Fedor, same with Tyler. It's hard to root for those guys to lose because of it. So you got to have that contrasting stuff. Well, absolutely true. Absolutely true. You better be able to take it, because people are going to dish it out, but you better also learn how to dish it out back, because if you don't, it's going to be a miserable existence. What the? I think that ball's going to leak out a little bit. Pretty sure that ball leaked out. Oh, yeah. More than enough room to pocket that ball. That looks a little crooked, doesn't it? And Mike turned around and gave it back. And Eric forgot to hit the ball. Nice little safety. Make a good shot, work for it a little bit. Yeah. Things are going to go with WPA. My bigger concern was the underlying possibilities of the Francisco Ruiz not re-signing with Predator. I'm wondering if they didn't try and hardline him, saying you are going to play WPA events only, no matchroom events if you're playing under our banner, and that's why he left, because he turned around and signed with QTech. Thank you, Gerard. So what do we got? We got one apiece. So that kind of got my attention when FSR signed with QTech. Why so? Not sure. Hope it's not because Predator tried to hardball him. There certainly didn't seem to be any animosity, but when you're writing stuff in a post about something, it can be very easily skewed to just, hey, we wish him the best. It's not going to be the last Mosconi Cup. You're going to have players that go both directions. Unfortunately, the players are going to suffer because players are going to lose out on a bunch of events that they're not going to be able to play in one way or the other, depending on where they go. We're going to lose out because we're going to miss out on the some of the matchups of some of the best, because you're going to have, my guess is, filler is going to stay WPA stuff. The Oceans are going to stay WPA stuff because of their federations and all that they get from their federations. So they're going to have their loyalties there, which is great. They should. But you're going to have those guys on one side, and then you've got, Shaw staying with Matchroom, Shane is staying with Matchroom, Skylar is staying with Matchroom, Fedor is probably going to stay with Matchroom. FSR, I believe you're now going to see, is staying with Matchroom now that he's switched over. So not going to be the last Mosconi Cup. It's just going to be the last Mosconi Cup for filler, for Albin Ocean, and some others. That's what I said. The fillers are going to stay with WPA. They're not going to leave it. Their federation gives them a lot, and their federation is with WPA. So they would be foolish to leave WPA, no doubt. Like I said, I'm neither here nor there on who or why anybody goes where or what they're going to make their decisions for themselves that do the best for them. I'm pretty sure Albin and Jasmine Ocean are going to stay with WPA because of all they get from their federations. But you're going to see a lot of guys that don't get the stuff from their federations that those guys do, and they're going to move on to where the money's at, I think. So, like I said, don't think it's going to be the last Mosconi Cup. I think it's going to be the last Mosconi Cup for some players, but not the last Mosconi Cup. More than likely, but again, you're talking about a federation that those players didn't have any freedom to begin with anyway. They were going to do, they have to do as they're told, and they're going to be kind of stuck in that, and that's the stuff that's sad. We'll see. I mean, things are going to be what they're going to be. Hopefully, we've still got 3 months for them to work something out. Hopefully, it's going to happen. But we'll see. We shall see what it turns out in March. Mike gets a nice little roll there. He's probably really happy he didn't make that 8-ball. I don't know, Gerard. I don't know right now. I know both sides have said they're willing, or excuse me, Barry Hearn said he would look back at everything at the first of the year. So, and then Eshawn said he's willing to talk, willing to meet with Matchroom and work it out. So we'll see what happens. Unfortunately, we just don't know. The only thing we know for sure is what's going on is bad for pool. It's bad for the players. It's bad for the fans. It's bad for the optics of pool. There's just nothing good about it. But what I do know is we're tied up at 1 apiece here in the first set. 2 races to 4 if tied at the end. Spot shot shootout to determine a winner. So. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. I haven't had a chance to talk to Whitey yet. So Whitey and Clay were involved in the match on Sunday morning. And there was an unfortunate mistake that happened. When Clay found out what had happened, saw the video, he came back to me, gave me back Whitey's money to give to Whitey and asked me to have Whitey reschedule with him on Sunday. So we're looking at probably a Whitey and Clay rematch on Sunday to make right the mistake from last Sunday. So that's probably what's going to happen. Oh yeah, Oscar's match with Chris, that was great. Great for Oscar. He got called out. I mean, everybody that was in line to make the Mosconi Cup got called out. Told they could all get played, and Oscar was the one that stepped up to play him. And, well, the rest is history. Great job by Oscar. That third day, that third set, he brought it. Yeah, Clay is. Like I said, I told you guys when it happened that it wasn't out of him trying to cheat. If I thought for 1 second Clay was trying to cheat, I would have walked out. I would have stopped the set. I would have given Whitey his money back, and I never would have allowed Clay to play on the stream again. I wouldn't deal with cheaters. That's not who or what Clay is. Clay is one of the nicest, most honest guys I know. So, a little loud, a little obnoxious, but he's a super guy. So, it is what it is. I'll get a hold of Whitey tomorrow and let him know forgot all about it today. Then we'll get them back in the box for a rematch or for a match, because we're just going to scrap the first one. It never, or the last one never happened. So we're going to go at it fresh. A nice shot, Eric. Yeah, a little bit. Um, he's definitely hitting the balls real good right now. Um, but he goes hot and cold. He struggles. Um, league nights, his Fargo's accurate. He just, like everybody in the 400s up to the mid 500s, consistency is what keeps those people there. Some days they may play 100 points over their Fargo, but the next week they're going to play 150 points under their Fargo. So they kind of end up where they're at. And that's something to understand about Fargo, is it's just it's an average. It's not a set in stone. If you're a 500 Fargo, you're very capable of playing as a 600, but you're not going to do it every day, or you would be a 600. You're going to play that 600 Fargo for a few days, and then pretty soon you're going to be playing as a 450 Fargo, and that's where stuff balances out in the wash. Yep. That's why you can't put a whole lot into the whole Fargo thing. You know, it's great as a starting point and where to think about going, but it's not the end all be all of ratings. It is hard to get that. I don't know if anybody's ever done it or if anybody will ever do it. Um, Mr. Baisden is in some trouble now. You're going to have to fire up and play a little. All right. Glad to see you got back without blowing anything up. Oh. And that's a nice little roll for Eric. I think he might be able to get an edge of it. Might have maybe could. I don't know. Maybe not. Oh yeah. It's all right. You didn't want to do yard work this week anyway, Gerard. Oh. Oh well. You don't have somebody's tractor you can borrow? Yeah, we got a little rain today. It kind of surprised me. All right. Well, see, that's a good thing. Eric keeps bumping the 9 ball around the table. So this is Mike that's shooting right now. Can't see him. He's under the light. That's Eric. So the easiest way to tell when I'm not back far enough for you to see the players when they're down, red glove is Eric, black glove is Mike. No. Red glove is Eric, black glove is Mike. Yes, red is Eric. What a shot. Eric is on fire right now. What's happening, Mr. Allen? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, okay. Wait, how did you know I have a Stream Deck? Whoa. Got a little hoppy there. Yeah, I thought about that after I said it, Alan. I'm all, wait a minute. Although I'm really not a techie. In fact, I am so far from a techie. The fact that I'm even doing this shocks people. Actually, I guess I'm just about to the point where I can't even say I'm not a techie anymore. I can say I'm not a good one, right? That works. Yeah, it's funny because on my Stream Deck right now, the only thing I have set up are the controls for the teleprompter and the replay controls. So I know there's so much more that could be set up on this thing, but I just don't have the time to sit down and figure it all out. So someday I'll take time to learn all the equipment that I have better. He overspun that ball. Didn't need to use quite so much left. He would have came out okay. He would have went high of that 7 ball and been sitting pretty. Now he's got to come with one here. No, I'm capable of setting it up. I just don't know what all to set up. I know I got to figure out what things are going to improve the stream, make it better. So I just got to go through and learn what all is there and figure it out. So. Like I said, I was pretty impressed with coming up with the teleprompter. The only reason I came up with the teleprompter is because I was trying to find a way to show my cursor on the stream. And I still haven't figured that out, but I figured out the teleprompter. So go figure that. But yeah, that was my whole original plan when the teleprompter came into play was yeah. Yeah, I need to go down and visit Gerard for sure, visit Collins for sure at some point. Actually, I need to go down and play on Post Up as well. I haven't done that in a while. So that is the end of the first set. Now there's been a couple guys on Post Up that I've seen playing that I kind of want to get in the box with. So at some point I'm going to try and set one of those matches up. I've got a match set up on stream here for next Wednesday for me, so I'll be playing on that one. So yeah, fun stuff. Fun. Who do I want to match up with down there, or who am I playing next week? Which who, Alan? I will not be mic'd up. I don't have that freedom here because of the jukebox, nor do I have the microphones, the little wireless mics to do it. So there will be somebody in the commentary booth doing commentary, but I won't be mic'd up. So next Wednesday night, I'm playing Devin. And as far as who I'd like to get matched up with on Post Up is Jonathan Jackson, Action Jackson. I've played him in a tournament last year and didn't come out on the right side of that one. Yeah, that still sticks with me. So I'd like to get in the box with him. I don't know. Yeah, Gerard, that's not going to happen. I am not about to put two 13-year-old girls in the booth while I'm out trying to play. That would be all kinds of bad. I'd probably lose all my viewers. They would quit me. Yeah, he's been playing a lot. He's been in action a lot. So yeah, so I kind of want to get back in that one just because of the way that tournament ended up for me. So yeah, he's been playing I think he played one of my buddies back just a couple weeks ago. I don't remember. No, I don't think it was on stream. I think he played him after a tournament down there a couple weeks back. But yeah, there's stuff. It's time for me to get moving a little bit more and get out and playing. So things will be coming up. Ooh, nice try, Eric. And he gets a good roll out of it. Yeah. Lady J, notice how I didn't ask either one of you to come in? There is a method to my madness. It is so hard to be careful and figure out who you want to let in the booth. But I'll find somebody. I think Mikey B here is got to be one of the two in the booth. I'm not sure who the second one's going to be yet. Mr. Amazon offered to get in the booth. Matt, I think, said he could get in the booth depending on what day it is. Nick H said he can probably do it. So there's people out there that want to do it. I just have to decide who I'm going to have do it. I mean, if Mrs. Amazon, if Audra wanted to come down and get in the booth, I would say, okay, we'd let her be number 2. Hey, Lynn will get in the booth. So, I mean, I got no shortage of people that are willing to get in here. So I'll figure out when I get closer to time. I'll figure out somebody to get in. Lots of options out there that do not include Lady J or Mike Mitchell. Wait a minute. What did I miss? Didn't Mike win that first game? The heck? Is my stream, my video okay? Because, boy, this looks crazy as heck over here. Picture going good over there, guys? Everything kosher? I wish I could show you what, when I pull it up on my computer right now, I can't even explain what it's doing. Um, all right, so let's do this. Shut it off. All right, that's better. Alan, yeah, I'd love to get Joe Rogan in here. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Okay, so Mikey is up to nothing. That's where I was tripping out. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. My computer was acting weird. Luckily, it was only while I was trying to view on the platforms, not on my streaming software. So apparently, it's just a tweaky there, but we'll see what happens here. Mike's off to a good start in set number 2. We may be looking at a spot shot shootout here shortly. But we're also going to be in for an early night, too, because I don't think they're playing a second set or a second match. We'll see. That was a nice little jump shot. So, yeah. All right. So, I'm guessing everything's good. Everything's good out there. Everything's good here. We got people playing pool. Ooh. I don't know that he would have wanted the shot on the 3-ball anyway. Look at this guy. Do we show it again? What a shot. All right. Same guy. Thank you, Alan. I was starting to wonder because then nobody. Okay. Nobody had commented since I restarted everything. So, but there we go. Now we're getting them. Except for it looks like Alan is coming over double. Shut that one down. Alan, send one more for me, please. Type something. I got to figure out why we're double dipping here. There we go. Thank you, sir. I think when I rebooted my shut down Chrome and brought it back up and brought all the streams back up, I needed to close. I had a second chat box for YouTube opened up, so it was sending to both and then both sending to, yeah, whatever. Techie stuff I don't understand, but I do understand stuff. Too many chat boxes open at one time from the same thing. And safety allowed. Maybe. Ah, jump shot allowed. Here he comes. Breaking out the jump cue. Forgot to jump though. That ball just. I have a feeling 9-ball's going for a ride. Yuko, stop it. They are not going to lose 11-0. Just remember last year at the end of day one, the Europeans were down 3-1. Nice shot, Mikey. Shape leaves a little to be desired, but the shot was nice. Looky there, BB in the house. Thanks for joining the feed, sir. Oh, oh, he tried really hard to miss that ball. They couldn't figure out their rotating break. They couldn't figure out whose break it was after 3 games. My lord. Yes, this is the only match tonight unless you're going to come down here and find somebody to play, because this one's going to be over with pretty quickly, considering the fact that they're already in the second set, and it's about to go to a spot shot shootout. So pretty sure it's the only match. I don't think they're going to do anything else, but I don't know. So far as I know, it's the only match. Nice action. Don't know why the 6 and the 9 didn't move, but everything else moved nicely. It, yeah, it could. Uh, um, it'll be interesting to see what happens there, and it is well on its way to getting there. So I may have to go out and talk to him after. If Mikey ends up winning this set, I'll go out and figure out exactly. I think it's 7 rounds in the initial, and then if it's still tied, then it goes back into the first diamond box, and it then becomes sudden death. So, yeah, they got it. No, this is the second set. And Mike's on the hill, so this could be all over with here in a moment. And then moving on to the spot shot shootout because Eric won the first set. I feel like I should have had Sergio bring me his Aramith Blacks and made them play with Aramith Blacks too, and then make it really like Matchroom. What are you on about, Mary? You're back there playing pool on table 7, having fun. Not like you're stuck watching this. Yes, Gerard, it is absolutely predator rules. That was the idea, other than instead of playing 10 ball, they're playing 9 ball. Oh, a nice little safety. Nice touch. Look at that. That was a nice try. Wow. Yeah, that was a heck of a try. Uh-oh. I might be in trouble. Oh, Mikey. Gonna get a leave out of it, though, so Eric's gonna have to come with a shot. Be right back. Yeah, it's probably best that you didn't, Nick. You would have just made me angry. 4-11, nothing. Come on. Never gonna happen. Yeah, this is the first day you haven't even come down to practice. You're leaving for a tournament tomorrow night, and you didn't come practice. Or tomorrow. Let me guess, you were packing. That was a pretty nice shot. And I'm not sure what he was thinking with that one. I think he wanted to roll a little farther forward. Yeah, I don't think the tournament starts until Saturday. Well, I'm sure a good chunk of it is Shane was absolutely in his head today. Probably more so than I think I've ever seen him. And it didn't bode well for him, but you know what? Let him sit, let him get his head right, because if he does that, things, and I think they all will. I think the young guys, I think, Fedor didn't have a great day. He loses one to a golden break, and then, Albin just makes a nice little out to beat him the second time in the team side. But Fedor and Wolford played great in their match. I mean, they were probably the best match for the U.S. the whole time. But I think they're going to be fine. I think they'll figure it out, get their minds right tonight, and come out firing tomorrow. That is what I believe. So. Yeah, no, he hasn't. But he's also had a lot of stuff going on too, and sometimes everybody forgets he's a kid. Oh, you are absolutely correct. I think I talked about it earlier before you got on the thing. I think for Shane, a lot of his bad mojo for the Mosconi Cup is, I think, for a lot of the years, or for the more recent years anyway, he's felt that in order for them to win, he has to play perfect. That he's got to carry that team on his back. Playing for a country, playing on a team, doing all that stuff is brutal. And you're right, not everybody's a team player. I know lots of people that would be like, can't we just play a singles tournament? And I get it. I prefer the single side of pool myself. I think this last season, I think, was probably the most fun I've had on a team since I started playing again. Now, I played on a couple teams back when I was somewhat quit, but not really. Yeah, anyway, that I had a lot of fun with and whatnot. But since I've been back, I think this season that just finished for us was absolutely the funnest season I've had with a team. So maybe my mental side of that starting to change up a little bit. I don't know. but I still think I prefer singles to team play. Yeah, but they do that a lot. They with her being a pro player as well, they end up going different directions a lot. I don't think that has anything to do with it. You know, yeah, I thought I had seen a post from both of them that they were going together and they would be there. So I don't know, but yeah, like I said though, I really don't think it would matter because, like I said, they go their separate ways a lot when it comes to her events are elsewhere, his events are elsewhere, so it's not like they don't know how to spend how to spend time apart. So Eric's making a comeback. Right, Eric, right, Eric, right. Yeah, it's um yeah, it's a tough it's tough. I mean, it really is, but you see the players getting into it and having fun at times, and it's I don't know. I think the world's probably split on whether it's good or bad to have the crowd interacting the way they do. But I don't know. I think I would take the Mosconi Cup crowd to the videos you see from the Philippines of people gambling and tables outside in the rain with chickens walking across the rails and crazy stuff. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Uh-oh. That's not a good roll. Got to put some right-hand English on that ball. Or shoot it softer if he was trying to spin to the foot rail and out. What do we got? Stop shot. Stop shot. Stop shot. Roll. Roll. Yeah. All right. See what happens here. Well, I think he tried to do too much. I think he come up the rail just a little bit or stop the ball, shoot the 6 ball in the top left. He if you hit that last ball into the rail and just come up, shoot it 6 ball here. Nice shot. Yeah. Or we might. It's hard to say yet. This shot looks familiar. I watched a guy miss this shot in a tournament once to get on the hill. It might have been a little bit more difficult than this, but it was very similar. I don't know if that guy's ever going to get over missing that 9 ball. All right. So we are going to a spot shot shootout. I'm going to go out and talk to these guys real quick. I will return momentarily. All right, here we go. They're going to lag for who gets to shoot first. Yeah, it does look like it's going to be a quick night tonight, Audra, so it's something. I think Mike's going to win that lag. Here we go. So they got 7 rounds to shoot first to start. So they're still tied after 7. Then it moves back behind the first diamond, and it's sudden death. So the first one to make or the first one to miss loses. Let's see what we got going here. Not really. APA has their playoffs going on tonight too. So yeah, no. You thought about it. Sure do. Yep, because you can just throw that on the table as a template of where to, and then set the other thing to the back of it. All right. You should have stood up. Almost wonder. I gotta just throw the 2 balls on the back of it to figure out where that ball goes, but to each his own. Yeah. Yes, it is. All right, that's round 2. There's one. He's all strutting now because he made one. That's too funny. That's the end of the third round. Nope. Mike's dialing in. That's two. And then he walks off and didn't go rack the balls. How rude. There's a chance. We shall see. Eric starts his comeback. Ah, shit. Did we decide on that, Nick? I don't remember deciding on that. Did we decide? Are you sure you're going to be back? Okay. Mike's smashing the ball now. Let's see. That gives Mike 3. He can get 2. Yeah, he's still got a chance. They fly out on Fridays. Okay. Thank you, me dear. Ooh, that's hot. Nice. Thank you. Well, we're both getting dialed in now. Great. Mike 3, you 2. Yeah, Mike 3. Mike smashing them now. He's all lined in. I'm pretty sure Matt is going to probably be in the booth as well. But yeah, so they'll have fun picking on me. That's okay. I can dish it out. I can take it. The debut of Nick Yuko in the commentary booth. Eric staying alive here. That is the end of. So here we are. We are down to the final 2. If Mike makes this, it's over. If Mike misses this, Eric can still tie it up and go into sudden death. High drama in Modesto. Gotta love it. Oh, no, but I can put my headphones in and listen to what's being said the whole time I'm shooting. Yeah, that would be great for your concentration, huh? Never mind. I'm just going to play pool that night. That's all. So here it is. All the pressure's on Mikey B's shoulder right now. If he makes this, it's over. If he misses it, that leaves the door open for Eric to tie it. Oh. Here's Eric's chance to tie it up. Vic in the house. What's happening, brother? You got here at the end of it all. So we are into the spot shot shootout. Eric won the first set 4-2, 4-1, something like that. Mike won the second set 4-2 or 1 or 0. I don't remember. Now they're in the spot shot shootout. If Eric makes this, we go to sudden death. If Eric misses this, Mikey wins. And Mikey wins. That was fun. That was fun. These guys put it on the line. They put it out there. I love it. Like I said, could have gone either way. Eric had gotten dialed in, was hitting those spot shots good. So did Mikey, and then all of a sudden Mikey misses one. Gives him an opportunity, but he was unable to close out the show. So, yep, that was a fun little set. It would be fun. Now, I know if we do stuff like that on a Wednesday night, I could probably schedule 2 matches back to back. Because they don't take really long. Jaime's not going to play me on stream. Yeah, it was fun. They struggled a little bit shooting in the beginning, but they started to settle down. The spot shots, I don't think anybody made one until the 3rd round. Second round. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. 3rd round, yeah. But anyway, but it was fun. It was a fun set, fun match. Definitely something, like I said, if you're going to book stuff like this, it'll have to be a twofer. Get 2 matches like it going, and then we'll be good to go. But that is the end of the evening for us, guys. Thank you so much for coming out and joining the stream for a bit. Next matches will be next Wednesday night. Nick Hugo and Matt will probably be in the booth because I will be on the table playing. So we'll get to have some fun. So yeah. All right, all have a great night, and we will see you hopefully on Wednesday. Good night, all.